Hello everyone, welcome to this series. So now what I want to do is I want to change this hello bottle to I want to change in a heading number 1. So what you need to do is first write as any of the variable, define it as a write in strings, because everything whatever you pass in http response is in strings. So what you need to do is you need to write it as it is tag h1 and h1 closing tag, and write hello bottle. So look, so write it as abc, save it, and look. So now everything is loaded and refresh. So now it is showing abc. Why it is showing abc? Because I have entered in a double quotes. So if I write the variable in the brackets in a method, so it will hit save and it will print as it is, hello bottle in a h1 format. So what you need to do is first you need to assign this in center. So now again write it as come in h1 tag and line hit center, save it, and look, everything is loaded and it is not changed. Let me look, it is not, maybe it is taking in double quotes. So I want to write in this thing. Now everything is centered, hit save, everything is loaded. Now again it is not changing in a center. Maybe it is not happening in a http response, but it will happen in a html file. So hit save and everything would be loaded. So what you need to do is I want to write one html file, and then we directly render it. Render means to round trip, and it will give you the complete understanding what the index business file will actually do. So what you need to do is you need to directly close this, hit save, and write define, everything is defined, and return render. We have already imported the render file and we need to erase that, and render it always takes the 3 arguments such as request or response. We want to request these values when we restart the server and everything is loaded. So first we are requesting, so write it as index.html file, and the third argument is always optional. I will tell you the third argument is example also. So hit save. Now in this it is saying it as it is loaded in this thing, but it will show me the error. Why? Like this, because template does not exist at this. So what we need to do is first we need to create the template, because Django internally calls the templates. So write it as templates in a app name. So in this you need to create one HTML file, index.html file, what we have saved in views. You can see in here index.html and index.html. Here we are going to write it as h1 hello bottle. So now look what would going to happen. It does not exist. Index.html it is not exist. Let me look what change I need to do that the error is giving to me. Render request html index, hit save, and look, this server is already running. So yay. So now you can say hello bottle is here. So what you have learned it here, you have first created the template, and then you just write the HTML file and just render it means a round trip. First you are sending it a request to the index.html. So now what you need to do is, first you need to create the name a variable, names as names, write the name, some of the names. I am going to write it as a mobile, laptop, and one is charger. So now your task is to write the you need to pass these names into the HTML files, and then HTML file will greet this, right? So what you need to do is, first you need to create the variable and then pass it to the dictionary. Dex is equal to dictionary format names. Names is my key and name is my what, this value. So now you need to pass this as a name, the key. So hit save. So now you need to do is write a Jinja templating. Jinja templating means you need to do everything in these formats. So write for ss name, you can say, and name is not appropriate, n is appropriate for n in these names, name, and so for every for loop or every end block you need to close this block, because it's a HTML file, it's not a Python file in which that you are writing in a script format. So write it as this, and for you have closed this loop and write it as in Jinja formatting. You if you print the values, always use the double brackets, right? So write as n welcome, and then colon, then in, because it's a iteration and it will move in a loop, so write it as br, so it would be great. So hit save. Now let's see what would happen. Type error. So context must be a ticked rather than a list. Okay, we are passing name instead of dictionary. Hit save. Let's see, my server is loaded, and there we go. We have welcome mobile, welcome laptop, welcome charger. So far you have learned how you have created the template inside the index.html file, how you call the dictionary in a written render round trip, and names you can pass, and there we go. In next application, in a next video, I will explain more about the URL patterns. Maybe you are confused with this views because I have passed the key and the value. What you need to do is, I am just passing a name value. So now what is happening here is you are passing a dictionary, but in this dictionary, a single key, it contains a lot of names. So what it will going to happen is, it will going here and the names. So these names are the keys of the dictionary. So now here I am passing is everything is correct. Hit save, and now look what is going to happen. Everything is loaded, and name error, name value is not defined. Okay, name value is not defined, that means I need to write it as name value. So now everything would be correct. So now everything is loaded. Hit save. So now okay, it is okay. So now you have cleared all the things that these you may have the confusion. So I have removed the name key or the name, both names. So it is a key. If you like this video, please hit like and subscribe, and thank you for watching.